Have you ever seen somebody on the internet that made you think, damn, you're one sad, pathetic individual? Those are the types of people I'll be shitting on for today. So let's not waste any more time and let's begin. The Ragebaiters. Listen, sometimes a good rage bait is funny, right? But the type of person I am talking about is definitely not the funny type. It's one that has this type of magic trick to just make all the smiles vanish into thin air. Surge is reading this tragic story on TikTok or some shit, right? Some kid who is like 6 years old has lost their parents in one of the most fucked up ways imaginable. You make the mistake by opening the comment sections and then, lo and behold, you got little Timmy over here making fun of him. Throwing in some corny ass joke or just straight up commenting that the parents are swimming in the deepest depths of hell. Like what the actual fuck? How miserable can you be to comment that shit? Did your parents drop you on purpose? Did that kid shit in your breakfast by any chance? Like, how did that kid end up getting his biggest hater out of nowhere? All of that just for the crime of losing their parents. And it isn't only the comments, there are even videos out there. Let me show you one of the most miserable creatures out there. Me when it's time to... to kindergartners and watch questionable material. Bro, you all know how I never censor my videos, right? Well, this time I am forced to, because otherwise YouTube would come for my ass. This dude is legit making fun of children suffering. Like, are we fucking for real? Who is the target audience for this? Who is meant to laugh at this shit? Even those edgy teenagers on the internet were left with their mouths wide open reading this shit. And who can blame them? I am actually wondering why he made this video and what he wanted to gain out of it. He isn't getting any money out of it, neither fame or whatever. But do you guys want to know what he did gain out of it? A sweet, sweet dose of internet justice. Because in maybe a few days, his private info was made public and everything. And listen, I'm not one for supporting doxing. Not even for scumbags like these ones. Wink. But guess what? After all of the backlash, he even doubled down. How? You've literally flushed down your future down the toilet and you still didn't get the realization of, maybe I went too far. Maybe I gave his IQ a little too much credit. And maybe I also give you too much attention. So I'll just move on to the next massive loser. So imagine being this creator, building up his entire career and stuff, you know? You're loved by millions. And then, all of a sudden, some dude comes in and makes a little TikTok calling you corny and everything, right? I mean, sure, go ahead. Maybe they're not your cup of tea, that's alright, you know? But bro, when I look in the comments, why the fuck am I reading so many people spitting shit like, the world is healing, or, oh my god, people are finally waking up, or some shit. Listen, I do believe that there are some loyal haters from day one, right? But I do not believe all of these commenters being one of them. Like, 1 week prior, these shit stains were kicking their feet up, watching the same creator they claim to hate since day one. And these types of hate also spread around like cancer, because one video becomes 2, and then, all of a sudden, this entire hate wave starts. Some of the people that have not followed much on the internet might think I'm just pulling this shit straight out my ass, fighting ghosts as if I'm Danny Phantom. But no, some very recent examples of these are people like Pac God and Corey Kenshin. I did not follow their entire situation. All I know is that people without any real reason just decided they didn't like them anymore and started to come after them with pitchforks in hand. Not gonna lie, this type of behavior needs to be studied because it's getting really ridiculous. I am not saying anything crazy when I'm saying that scammers are one of the biggest scumbags in existence. But listen, sometimes these people aren't even trying to hide the fact that they are trying to run a scam. You wanna know why? Because there are literal fucking idiots that keep on falling for this crap. You've all seen these bots around with these half-naked women as their profile picture, promoting OnlyFans accounts or some massive scam shit. You'd be looking at that and be thinking to yourself, who in the actual fuck would fall for that? And the answer to that is, more than enough people, because otherwise they wouldn't exist. And listen, oftentimes it's these old-timers who are really lonely and shit, right? And you know, I can feel a little bit of sympathy towards these types of people. But if you're somehow one of us younger folks falling for this, I'm sorry, but I cannot feel bad for you. You legit went to one of the most suspicious free Robux sites out there and inserted your username and password. That entire process takes up more than a minute. And during that entire duration, you didn't even have a moment to think of something like, you know, this place feels kind of sketchy. And again, let me be clear. I am only talking about the people that fall for those obvious scams, right? Because Some scams out there are very cleverly built, and I cannot shit on you if you fall for those. But bro, if your bank has sent you an email warning you that they would never ask you for your information through your phone, and you ignore the message, cry yourself a fucking river. I have shat on their head once, and I'll do it again. People claiming that they are alpha males aren't just a clown. They aren't just an entire circus. They are the entire concept of comedy itself. Alphas are supposed to be these nonchalant leaders, right? But if you dare to criticize the con man they idolize, they'll take off their pants and start doing tricks on it. On top of that, their takes are absolutely atrocious. Here's an obvious fact that I'm about to state. Alpha males are just reskinned incels. So, I'm just stating the obvious when I say their takes on women are straight up ass. Like, we have this woman who's complaining about catcalling, right? But instead of sympathizing with her, these little gremlins decide to reply with, "Oh, but women do this to men too." When have you been catcalled, you big-nosed, overweight, acne-ridden cum stain? Like, sure, us men have issues as well, but it doesn't seem like you give a shit until women talk about their issues, using it as some type of Uno reverse card or whatever because you feel attacked. And then lastly, alpha males care a lot about self-improvement, getting this Greek god physique while not giving one single drop of shit about women. But in reality, they're online 24/7 commenting on everything women related. So much for self-improvement, am I right? Lately, everyone's been shitting on the OnlyFans creators, right? Especially with the entire Bob House and the Bonnie Blue thing going on. Hating on them for making millions by doing absolutely nothing. Let's be real for a second, boys. We all wish for a lifestyle as if we were playing in creative mode. But the thing is, we're all so busy pointing our fingers at these women that we are forgetting about the other group that deserves all the hate. The fucking subscribers. The same goddamn subscribers that will be looking like a Discord mod, have absolutely no social life, and the same fucking losers waiting for a 17-year-old girl to turn 18. Like, you've maybe heard of the entire Lil Tay situation, right? Where she made an OF account the moment she was of legal age. To no one's surprise, she had a few EDPs just rubbing their hands, salivating at the fact that they are about to witness some barely legal teen. Actually, let me take that back. It was not just a few, because the amount of money she gained out of it was actually insane. You want to know how much it was? Alright, are you ready for this? $1 million! 1 million! Not in a week, not in a day, but in a few fucking hours! How? Bro, we really need to protect the children because how are there so many people ready to jump on a girl who literally just turned 18? Let's point and laugh at all of these nutjobs who actually paid for this. Not only to humiliate them, but also for paying money for Instagram pictures. Because fun fact, people said that Lil Tay only posted shit you can find on Instagram. I know for a fact that some of these people were ready to complain about it, but couldn't because the moment they did, they would out themselves as a danger to society. So anyway, that was it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and sub,